big welcome to you, Cancer. So, you're the last reading that I do now in the month of Taurus, the sun in Taurus, the ego, this external energy that wants to see things, right? Because the sun is the one that gives us the light so we can see the world. And the moon would never be seen if the sun is not highlighting it. So, as you know, if you knew, so please watch the beginning because it explains that the sun, the ego, right, is highlighting your positioning. The moon is positioning in your sign, Cancer. And so, if you knew, then of course, or if you're not interested, then of course you can always move forward. I will give in the description box the time the reading starts. And of course, for all those who have been with me, please also feel free to go forward to the reading. You don't have to hear this again and again, right? But this is the way I do the reading because this is a unique moment. This constellation exists only once a year, where we have the sun in Taurus and of course the moon in Cancer. I also go through a story, like a developing story of the tarot cards, and I choose to start with the Hermetic Tarot because it was a secret brotherhood that created the Hermetic Tarot. The secret brotherhood was formed in 1888. So 3 times the 8 is indicating they already knew very much what numerology and signs and sacred geometrical forms mean. So we have here the 2 pillars, one pillar with the moon, right, or the planets. Then we have also the number 3 here, the number 5, the pentagram. We have the elephant, which is the first chakra. We have the horns from the bull. Here we have an elephant trunk. Right here, right on the side, and we have the horns from the elephant. So it's all bones, it's all the grounded, heavy energy. The Hierophant, which is the Greek word for high priest, is in the center, connecting completely to this most powerful symbol, which is the hexagram. Here the Greek, the Latin and the Jewish words form the triangle pointing downwards, which is usually feminine, and the triangle that's pointing upwards here is solid, which is action, which is fire, which is the masculine energy. And when we go into the next card, which is very famous now, right? Edgar Wade was in this secret brotherhood, and we can see how he has changed some of these pictures into more simplistic, right? There's no more symbolism really here in the column. It's just gray, but gray is the color of wisdom. Here's a school, a red one, and the white school. Again, bringing us to the red, the first chakra, the white, the higher chakra, right? So there is a triangle through these 3 heads that's forming upwards, and the red is filling out this triangle as that active, I need to do something, I need to get up there. The symbol of, here, the mudra, right, is 2 pointing upwards, 2 pointing facing, 2 fingers pointing downwards, and consciousness in between. What is above is below. And the 3 stages of consciousness, the triptych, here the keys. In Aleister Crowley, which also was in the secret brotherhood, right, we can see as well now the 4 fixed sign, which is the bull, the Leo, the Scorpio, and Aquarius. And he has Isis, or the Scarlet Woman, right here with the sword. He has 9 nails that's nailing down the holy shrine around him. There's a snake forming around. There is the spiritual child, right? The star children in his heart, because he cares very much. The symbolism in his hand, again the mudra. And the moon, crescent moon, waning and waxing moon. I mean, as you can see, there is so much mystic, spiritual messages in this. But what I want you to understand that this month there is a message coming to you, particularly because it's highlighting you, right? Cancer. So here again, we see the Medicine Woman Tarot. She is the peacemaker. She's the one that is holding the energy for all people. Doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter, because the native Indians, they see the nature as the cathedral. They see the trees. They see these 3 stages to the inside as that empowerment, right? And it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what religious you're from. We all, in the end, respect nature. That's why I always put flowers here into my reading. The sentence here, through meditation, right? The peacemaker, she, between self and world, I am connecting, and inner peace lives to the outside. Herman Handel, very powerful story here. He was prisoner in World War II, and a Jewish soldier saved him. So he put in the Jewish alphabet and the rune alphabet inside, and as a reconciliation for what the Germans did to the Jews. And here this wise man is listening, right? Guided by this light. He's listening with his right side, right? With the right side he has the connection to the light, and with his left side he's listening, compassionate, right, to him, and he is here just with his hand in Namaste. Then, of course, the yoga card that I wanted you to see is that the High Priestess is going up, praising the moon, and exhale, we come down, and all 5 points, the head, the 2 arms, and the 2 feet, are pointing downwards, right, as to pray, as to allow people to see. Here I am bowing down as that highest of mediator for the message that wants to come down. Are you listening? Are you active, going back up? The message comes naturally down by this one yellow arrow, and the red arrow pointing up is saying, we got to do something. The head is, right, our head is pointing up to the higher. We go up, inhale up, exhale back down. So, and here we are. This is the night, and this is the days that getting longer and longer in Taurus. Now tomorrow we begin, the sun is going into Gemini. So that too, the sun, right, in Taurus, and for you to see that this is good for you, because this is a good combination for you, because you have earth and water, right? You have that fertility, you have the ground, and you have the water, and everything grows, right? It's just been raining a lot here, and now everything is growing. Now you are, of course, the Chariot, and the Chariot is almost sitting here or standing here, right, in this, he's covered with, like a crab, with a hard shell, and we see a lot of mysticism here, again, black and white, right? The wings that the sun gives us, and the Yoni Lingam symbol, here the city of Jerusalem, here the waning waxing moon, here the big star above his head, here the fence, right, here the belt with all the zodiac signs. And again, it's just so powerful when we look at these cards, the Holy Grail, here inside the red, almost also the menstrual blood, because this is very feminine energy. And here again he sits, but in a lotus position. As you can see here, he has also the 4 signs, fixed signs, as that it's fixed, as it's clear, it's strong. Over him, we don't see it, it says abracadabra. Right? Chet, and chet is the chest, right? You can see where the word is coming from, to frame the inner lungs. Then here we have the warrioress, very powerful, very beautiful. She goes up, she's fighting for the things that are important to her, right? The sentence here is mental discipline. I see in my third eye, and I am intuitive. Very direction oriented. I am successful, right? I'm successful when I'm having a direction, when I know why I'm here, what am I doing. Herman Handel's powerful message also of sometimes a beast. We get through difficulties, right? We face difficulties to get forward, to move forward. And he stands here, right? Opening his arms willingly to get through whatever he has to get through, right? To move this ship or to move this chariot forward, right? No matter what's behind him, what negativity, he goes and focuses with his third eye to what he wants to achieve. Now here my new card is down here. This is, I cut away, but it's again the Egyptian, right? Two heads of the Sphinx. I just wanted to put the heads in such a way that they form the Holy Grail between their faces. And here is the Yoni Lingam. And I even thought of maybe doing some wings out of their heads. And then here's the green, right, forest. And here stands the Ashwasanchalas, and here's Manhattan. And of course we have that cross. Here's the sun going down to material. We have space and time. And we have Leo. Here we go to Leo. We go forward in the procession. Procession, the sun moves forward. Precession is going back to Gemini, is when we have a big age. In the age, right? This is just a year, and this is an age going backwards. The waxing waning moon, and then the seven-pointed star connected, aligned with the sun, with the focus. I am myself, the horse, Ashwasanchalanasana. I am here, and I understand the message. Even almost like these are stairs that I can go here to the longest night, right, where the sun is and the shortest night, where the sun is in summer, shining really a light upon us. Then, of course, the court card. In the court card, you are, if you're born between June 10th and July 12th, you're the Queen of Cups, and you are a healer, because all the queens are water. And then you're water and water, and that's why you're sitting here at the ocean. Your cape is becoming the stones and the beautiful elements that we find. He has two little angels here. Here the little cherubims sitting, framing her. She is water and water, and she is really going deep inside of her. She knows she can heal. She is the power place of the cups or of the bowls, right? And it says the fruits of devotion. You give the fruits of devotion to your family. You're here. You're happy when you have a happy family. Then you're happy as well. Here you Venus from Willendorf, one of the oldest, 25,000 years old. 25,000 is the number 7. It's connected to you. One of the oldest figurines, right, that was found, and you can see the voluptuous, right, the woman, the fertility, the woman that's here to give everything that she can to her family. I have new cards, Mystical Tarot and the Mystical Oracle, from a German designer. She became famous through the collage that she was doing. And then a publisher was approaching her, asking her if she would do, of course, a tarot deck. So let me get one of the oracles for you. Meanwhile, you are, of course, a water element, so in those days it rains, right? And this is the kind of water that gives us, when we're thirsty, it gives us that feeling, it's nourishing us from the within, right? You are then, of course, connecting us to the carbohydrates. We need to soak carbohydrates or cook them in water so we can eat them. And then you are also connected to the nervous system. And so you're sensitive, right? You can feel the energies. Then, of course, everything you physically is the chest. And you are the fourth house, because you're the fourth sign. And the fourth house is friendship and family. Friendship and family. You are connected to the moon, right? That's your planet. You're very intuitive, very compassionate, you're very sensitive, you're very caring. You're the mother, you're the biggest mother there is, right? You're all in the water elements, you're all with what are the emotions, right? What are the feelings that we can feel here? So, here we are. This is, look at it and see what is coming up for you. Of course, I can see right away the moon, right? Lots of keys. And of course, the Hierophant is the one with the key. Down here, he has two keys, right? And he's the one that holds the key in his hands. So in this moon, in this, when the sun, the Hierophant is highlighting you, Cancer, you who is deep emotional, you will get the key to unlock the secret to the moon. Secrets, right? The number is 43, which is the number 7, which is the number of your card. Wow. Already, right? We know that this is definitely a message for you. So this is in German, so I have to translate, which takes me sometimes a moment, right? Magic, secrets, solutions, and memories that have been hidden. Standing on this little chair, the girl is finally big enough to touch the moon. In her other hand, she holds a bunch of keys. And one of the keys will unlock the moon, which, if you look closely, stands on his head. This card is telling us a story about secrets and secrets, ideas and wishes that are deep within us. Some of them are even from our childhood. Some of them are very important or even rare or even expensive and burn even our soul. And some of them are just waiting to be spoken out. Because the problem is no one can look into our heart and know what is happening in there. You are the only one that can decide to what you want to share with others. Some of them I urge you to tell a person of your heart, but keep also some secrets within, which is making you more interesting. Wow, what an oracle card for the last reading, right? In Taurus, the message. There is a message. There is the message coming down to you saying, don't give everything from you. It's almost like, yes, you've been waiting since your childhood to do something or to live something or to experience something, right? And don't give everything. And also interesting enough that the keyhole is upside down. All right, so let's see what the tarot is telling us. I also want you to know I'm only taking 6 cards because these cards are very full of messages, oxymorons even, right? So I decided only to do 6 because if I take too much, it's almost, there's too many stories wanting to be shared and it disturbs me almost. I feel like, oh my god, I want to tell her this story as well, but it's too much. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's too much. I also decided to stay quiet when I shuffle, as to be focused on the cards. You have the key within you. And look how powerful this one fits perfect. It's the same size. It's almost like these are too small. And he or she, you have the key within you, within your mind, because this is the Ace of Swords, which is that knowledge that's coming down, that knowledge, that inspiration is coming down. And of course the moon has a deep secret because it becomes light and it becomes dark. The sun is like, that's it, it's shining. The moon has no light on its own. And as we know, the spiral is continuously, when we begin, and we did one spiral, we end up there where we began, but we have a deeper knowledge or understanding about what we know about why did we begin in the first hand. And look how she looks direct at you, right? It's almost like she's saying, yes, come, begin, because I know something. She really knows something. She has the key to this. And the interesting thing is, because the spiral is, if you at a certain moment in your journey, that's when the key and the whole fit. Or even like this, right? So when we spiral, when we circle her, then at one point the key fits into the keyhole. Wow, just these 2 cards, I'm like, see that? I think you get it. So keep spinning, keep turning, keep seeing different perspectives on something. Don't think only one perspective is the only one or the right one, right? Don't make that assumption. Don't think that only one side knows what is right. You have to also understand that Sometimes this side is the right side that fits into this secret message. So keep learning, keep growing, that's what the ace is about. It's the crown chakra. It's the highest. It's God is sending you a message. God is saying, here I am. Here is an idea. Here's something I want you to see. Here is an inspiration. Right? That will open the secret to this moon, this planet of yours. But you got to fall. You got to let go of the past. You see, these cards, it's like, I always feel like there's another layer and another layer that I can discover through this card, right? And then the world is yours, which is spinning as well. The world is spinning and it's saying, so start spinning like the world for you to be able to get the message. Then the world is yours. Then you have arrived at the end of a spiral and a new one is beginning. You begin again a new energy. And the world, of course, is the number 21, which is the number 3, which is the number here, the 3 circles, right? Which is the number that says there are 3 stages to the inside, right? 1, 2, 3, to nature. Become aware. And then you can really clearly understand something. Let go also of something in your childhood. When you let go maybe something of your childhood that didn't fit, right? Because these keys don't fit. This key fits. This is crazy, right? It's almost like she did these in connection with this. That's like really deep. And of course, the World card, it's you're timeless, and you also know that you're in the right time and that you're getting the right messages. That you recognize many things that are maybe before didn't make sense, right? That before you were like searching for something and now you got the information, the missing link, the missing key to open Pandora's box, right? Which is the world, which is the knowledge of the world, which is the signs and the symbolisms of the world. And it's really interesting. I was creating the yoga class for tonight, and the message in the yoga class is signs and numbers and symbolisms, to recognize them and to live them. And of course, when I do yoga, I stretch my body in such a way that I can receive these messages, that I can become more sensitive to more subtle energy, right? and the subtle energy is in my glands, is in my chakras, is in my endocrine system, is in the nervous system, which is connected to you, right? In your nervous system, everything is connected like a key that fits. Once you understand that it fits, it's like, that's it, right? There's like a whole new door opening, a whole new world is awaiting for you. That's what I see, right? If you just allow to, right, let go a little bit, then this key fits, and then a whole new world is opening up for you. Of course, then you still have questions, right? Because the Two of Swords is then, so how does this fit? Well, look at the hole. There's only one hole. There's two birds, but there's only one hole, right? And as you can see, the two birds is this like constant talking back and forth between our own right and left side, or right and left side of the brain. But in the end, it's one decision that you take, and that one decision will give birth to the 3-2-3. The birth of a new idea, of a new fruit, of a new inspiration. It will grow, and you will understand that this is needed in the whole world. Wow. Because the Empress is, right, the woman that is the highest on the physical plane. She's Binah. Binah is understanding, right? So then you have the understanding. You have then true understanding gained through the Two of Swords, right? One thought in the end. But then there is two who can create the third energy. The two create always the next generation. That gives you strength, enormous strength, but also then in the month of Leo, in August, right, you will feel the power of this energy. You will feel that you can just do anything. Maybe you even get pregnant, right, in the month of August. Okay, one more. It came upside down. Okay, so now we have 6, right? And 6 is, this is the 6th zodiac sign, which is after Leo. And then you let go. In this strength, you can let go of finally being all the time exclusively inwardly working on yourself, right? That's what the hermit does. The hermit works on himself. But the words here, if it's reverse, it's unknowing, that you're seeking approval and not open for spiritual impulses. So, right, so just become aware of where you put your attention, why you need to seek. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles as the last card. Right? She has that bowl of fruit on her head, and she's totally happy, and she's holding this bird in her right hand, and in her left the red fruit, the apple. And of course she also has a slow, like, where is she? Here, a snail up here, which is saying already something is coming to an end, right? There is a completion happening in the 9, right? Because after 9 comes 10, and that's like really the end. But 9 is a completion in the level of Yesod, which is the foundation, right? The foundation where we can have a psychological maturity. We reach the psychological maturity in the either good or the bad, doesn't matter, right? But here you are in a state of understanding something, right? Because I mean, these are 4 major arcana that you have in your reading. Right? So have a look, right? This is the World and the Empress, the Strength card, and the Hermit. Now, in sense of people, here, this is to all zodiac signs. Here, this is Leo. Here, this is Virgo. Now, interesting enough as well is that you only have thinking, mental activity going. You had that moment that you realize if you do let go, you can open the secrets to your planet. In those secrets, you start realizing something that still it needs 2 things. So I have a free will. It needs 2 things from me to even understand that the next energy or the next generation wants to be, right? Because here, of course, this is powerful, but you are alone here. I mean, you are then a hermit. The hermit that's reversed. Here, a hermit up. And of course, the hermit in itself is an alchemical sexual energy, is Tantra. But it's reversed, right? If it's upright, then of course it's like a penis that stands out of the earth. Here, it's just something is not there yet. Something is coming down, maybe. The message is still downloading. And of course, the hermit is the number 9. And here we have, again, the number 9, so we have 9-9. And of course, I peeked, right? And there is Sagittarius. Trust that then you can literally jump through any opening, through any worldly opening, right? The world that you, the way you understand it now, is different. You understand something. You have understood that everything is circular, everything is coming back, nothing changes. The dramas and the lessons are always the same. They just look different because it's more modern, or it's a different dress, it's a different epoch. But the emotional learning of gaining and losing is constantly the same. So you are reaching now into a mental state, right? A mental state of your own deep secrets, right? Finding your secrets, finding something within you. And this too is a secret, right? There is something that's been spoken here. And of course she's holding with her right hand the head, and with her left the mouth, right? It's almost like her mind is grasping the mind of a wild animal, but her compassionate side, but she is herself becoming a Leo. And it almost looks like the Leo is crying and she's consoling him, right? So here you are, right? Are the Empress, are the powerful woman, but then let go, right? Don't seek constantly, like I said, that side of the side of introspection, no, the side of not knowing, right? Seeking people, seeking the attention of people, and not to be open of spiritual messages, but you are here becoming spiritual messages, because the strength is control, strength of free will, success, action, discipline. No, sorry. So the strength is inner strength, knowledge, and self-consciousness. So, trust. Trust this message that's coming down and opens the key to these two planets interacting and giving you a clear awareness of how people act in this world, that everything is coming and going, everything is circular here. Through that, you can gain an understanding of duality in your head. That duality is seen here by the wild side and the tamed side. And that duality is seen by the Empress giving birth to a child, and of course the Hermit, that's almost saying, I'm coming out of my seclusion, out of my sitting up here, right, and wanting to constantly learn and grow. You got to maybe come out of that and be part of the world again. But also trust that the message that comes down is a message that brings you to a freedom. Maybe you also just releasing yourself out of a relationship. And a relationship maybe out of a Leo. A relationship maybe out of a Virgo, because it's reverse. Yeah? But nevertheless, you get a big, big secret coming down to you. And it will transform your world. It will completely transform your world. And you will be able to help, right? And to see the duality. In all things, many ways, duality is present. Sometimes simply like this. But both birds in the end go through the same hole. If you want to go within, it's this one hole. It's this one keyhole. It's this one keyhole. Okay? And it's this one child. It's this one idea that you give birth to. Even though sometimes it makes out of you a little bit like the reversed hermit, right? The not trusting or not believing maybe so much in these spiritual messages, right? But you learn from that. You learn from making mistakes. This is a big lesson of understanding, like I said, right? There is a psychological maturity happening now to you that you can step out, because this is the 9 in Pentacles, which is Venus in Virgo, saying no more with the Virgo. Maybe you leaving a Virgo, or maybe you are understanding what the message of a Virgo is in sense of a relationship. Maybe a relationship is ending. Maybe a relationship is ending so that you can finally be alone and jump forward, maybe with a Sagittarius, go through the ring of fire, create beautiful things, because something here is, yeah, you see that? But be the Empress in your world. Be the Empress in your world. Be the strength in your world. And know the message, the spiritual message that comes always in cycles, that always comes in 2 ways, but in the end it's only one entrance, one key. To the secret, to this beautiful planet of the moon that's spiraling and turning around all the time, right? Going through all the zodiac signs. So it's almost saying, go and understand each human being the same way I do it. Really feel each person, because you're connected to the moon. You can feel each person, right? You can feel each zodiac sign when it's spinning, the moon, right? Or when the earth is spinning and the moon is stationing in the sign and the sun is highlighting it. This is where the sun also is, right? A little, right? You feel it. And of course sometimes you like doubt yourself. You say, I'm not sure if I really get the message. But yes, you are. Get the message. You're powerful, right? Because Taurus is highlighting you. Taurus is giving you the message. Wow, beautiful. So I see you in Gemini, right? The next time when I do the reading, the sun is in Gemini, and I also think I'm gonna end with the beginning. I'm just gonna do the readings like 20 to 30 minutes. I'm not gonna do such a long readings anymore. And that's that. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.